Hey CBC, it's Pastor Devin bringing you another building update. We had an amazing grand opening this weekend. Thank you so much for being a part of that. It was just a sweet moment for us as a church, and it was an all day long celebration because we had two services in the morning, and then that evening we brought everybody back for a dinner here in the new worship center, and fed just a wonderful meal and celebrated 40 years of being a church. And so thank you so much for being a part of that. I want to give you a just quick shout out. If you came and you were part of the 9 o'clock service, we actually ran out of space this week, and a few people had to sit over in our overflow. And so if that was you, I am so sorry that we couldn't get enough chairs in there, but I hope that it just helped you to understand that this is a place worth being during the week, and I encourage you to try again this week. We're going to get better at making sure that we have enough space and distribution and things like that, but know that we obviously are practicing and doing our best to get things put together. You might also see behind me here is an unfamiliar sight. This wall behind me is here at the church, and this is actually our nursery. But if you've been to our nursery, it doesn't normally look like this because just a week ago, this room was our kitchen off of the old sanctuary, and they transform it because it is the closest classroom in what we're calling the kids building now, where moms who have young children can drop them off during the services. And so we went ahead and redecorated, which just meant putting some fresh paint on the wall and some chairs and just a few little things like that here in this space. And that's really where we're at on this building project. As our phase 2 was just an opportunity to take the space that we just saved by phase 1 of our building, and we kind of reclaim that and repurpose that for our youth and for our children to be able to meet. And praise the Lord that because of how flexible things have been, that just means we're doing a lot of rearranging of chairs and rearranging of furniture, fresh paint, things like that. And so I encourage you guys to keep checking in and seeing our progress there. But just know that that still means you need to be on the lookout when you come back. Because we'll have signage to point you to the places that you need to go. But I hope that you guys have seen just the incredible work that God is doing here. I love Pastor Joel's message this weekend that came from Philippians chapter 1. And he asked the whole audience to say, if God isn't done, then neither are we. And of course, we're still doing construction, but that has nothing to do with construction. It has to do with the work that God is doing, making us into his image, discipling us, allowing us to be like him and be like his son in every way. And I want you to know that is really the work that we are doing here. None of this redecorating, none of this construction. This is just the backdrop from which discipleship has taken place here at CBC. So we are excited for what is coming. We have ordered our youth building, and they've started to mark out the foundation for all of that. And so we're going to try to get our another more in-depth update to you guys very soon. But in the meantime, join us in celebrating, and do me one favor. When you come back next week, give yourself even extra time to make sure you have a parking spot. Or if you come and the service is full at 9 o'clock, just plan to go get you some breakfast and come on back for 11 o'clock because we had extra seats this week, and maybe we won't next week. I'm not sure, but I encourage you just to be flexible as God continues to shape us. Thank you so much, and I'll bring you another update next week.